All right, well, today's game was supposed to be a battle of father versus son. Notre Dame running backs coach Deland McCullough facing off against his son Daeh, a defensive back for Louisville. But he suffered an injury in the preseason and hasn't played for the Cardinals so far this season. And Daeh did not travel with the team to South Bend. Well, Coach McCullough is known for his stable, as he calls it, of running backs here at Notre Dame, but the McCulloughs have football in their blood, and the father of four actually has a stable of talent right in his own family. With Notre Dame running backs coach Deland McCullough, what you see is what you get. Push-ups at the start of practice the other day, you challenging your guys out there?
Nah, they don't want that challenge. That's all I can challenge, man. Let's say it like that. That's probably as far as I can go with any challenge for them. But that's my little get pumped up, get ready to go thing. But it's exciting. These guys keep me kind of on my toes, and I like that.
Deland has made a name for himself in the football world. As a player, he was the MAC Freshman of the Year at Miami, Ohio. And as a coach, he helped guide running backs Audric Estime and Kyron Williams to the NFL and won a Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs, coaching standouts like Kareem Hunt and Le'Veon Bell.
Chiefs Kingdom!
Football success is in Deland's blood. His father, Sherman Smith, also won a Super Bowl as a running backs coach with the Seattle Seahawks in 2013.
It's funny, we both have the experience of winning one, and I've lost two, and he's lost one. So we both share the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. But I think we both understand what it takes to get there.
And those athletic genes continue to be passed down the family line. Deland is a father to four sons. Deland II played running back at Indiana. Desan is currently a linebacker at Oklahoma, and Daeh is a defensive back at Louisville.
Yeah, Desan, is a rough and tumble, tough guy. All of them are on something, but Desan is like extra super driven. My oldest son, Deland II, the same way. Them guys, they working hard. Like, they ain't taking no friends, they working. Daeh is more laid back. And I think that's the thing that drives us crazy about him. It's like, come on, because everybody see how really, really good he can be. But now the last couple years, the light bulb has went off. He's like, oh, shoot.
And DM, the baby of the family, hopes to follow in their footsteps.
He absolutely loves his brothers.
Deland takes advantage of the Notre Dame bye weeks to see his sons play in person, but his wife, Darnell, is the one who regularly travels the country to watch her boys.
She got the RV, and so she goes to Desan's games. Her and DM, they'll take the RV down there. So last year when we had 2 bye weeks, I was out recruiting, and I went down there and I drove back and stayed in the RV. That was cool. It was really cool.
Daeh is currently recovering from an injury at Louisville and has not played this season. But whenever he is on the practice field, he relies on his dad's experience.
Do you watch his tapes and then you will give them a call and kind of break it down with them?
Oh yeah. So I ask him, what's this, what's that? I'm highly involved and highly motivated to know what's going on, just to keep me on. But then I can advise them too. Like, hey, here's what I'm seeing from a coach's perspective. Here's what's this. Here's the right questions to ask. Hey, make sure you talk about this. Make sure you ask about that.
But Deland has also found a way to turn off being a coach when he's not at work, so he can focus on just being a dad.
What is life like in your household? Do you talk football all day long? Is it you try to put it aside when they come home from practice? How do you do that balance?
We don't talk a whole lot about football at all. It's like, it ain't even the elephant in the room. We'll talk about it a little bit if it comes up, but it's never like, hey, sit down, we're about to go hardcore football 101. It's not like that.
Even when it comes to name, image, and likeness, and their deal with Aura rings.
Great work, everybody. Remember, the reason we got these rings is to hold each other accountable. Let's always improve, strive to do better, and take care of our health together as a family unit.
The McCulloughs' priority will always be their kids.
I made it a point that when I had kids, that they wouldn't feel any type of distance or any type of disconnect from me as a father. On top of the fact I'm there, so it's not like I'm distant. I'm right there. So they knew that was important to me.
Well, unfortunately, Daeh could not make the trip to South Bend, but Deland tells me that both Daeh and Desan have been injured this season. Daeh is recovering from a lower body surgery. Desan has been dealing with some knee injuries, but Deland says both should be cleared to play in the next 2 weeks, and he is really, really excited about that.
And keeping it in the family, Deland's oldest son, Deland II, or D-Mac as they call him, is a recruiting analyst for Notre Dame this season. D-Mac has the opportunity to learn from one of the best. Dear old dad has been an excellent recruiter for the Irish.